For today's video, we're looking at a Mauser HCS. These are cal 7.65, which is 32 auto, 32 ACP, 32 Browning. There's were several names for the same pistol cartridge. I'll do a safety check here. You notice the slide locks with the empty magazine, and there's no slide release on either side. The way you get the slide to go back down is you can insert a loaded or empty magazine, and that allows the slide to go forward. These are similar looking to the Walther PPK and PP pistols. There's one major difference between them is that Walthers, you pull the trigger guard down to disassemble it, and with the Mausers there's a very little very small button here you have to catch with your thumbnail. First you put the safety on, you catch that with your thumbnail, pull it down, and the slide goes forward maybe 1/8 of an inch, and it pops right off. Now the way this works is there's 4 locking lugs. There's 2 in the front and 2 in the rear, and when you pull that button down, it drops this lever, which allows the slide to move forward just a hair, maybe 1/8 of an inch, and you can lift those 4 locking lugs out of this spot, these 2 spots, and then right here, the end of the slide at the back, and that's how it dismantles. The barrel is one spring. That's pretty simple. The firing pin has a spring on it to keep it from drop firing if you drop it, and the safety mechanism raises the firing pin up out of the way of the hammer. This is it in the firing position, and you see my fingers, that's where the hammer would hit it, and whenever the safety's on, there's no way to force it up. The trigger mechanism is this piece right here. We'll take this grip off so we can see the internals workings of it. These are not the original grips. Originally they had either wood or a Bakelite type grip, which I don't have the original grips. To put it back together, you have to put it back on safe and pull it back, and then that's it. The trigger runs down this bar, and this right here, this little shiny piece of metal, that's the sear, and here's your hammer. There's one spring that actuates the clip mechanism and the hammer, and when you pull it, see this bar pulls against that little sear and pulls it forward. You have to have the clip in it. Keep forgetting this gun also has a clip disconnect, so you can't fire it without the clip in the gun. See, it pulls it just a hair forward. It's single double action, and here's this part of the bar folds down and it pops up and catches a little hook piece here on the hammer that pulls the hammer back. Little hook right there. When the safety is on, you can't pull the hammer all the way back in the double action or single action. Now if it's is cocked and you put the safety on, remember it pushes the firing pin up out of the way, and then you can decock it by pulling the trigger, but then it won't fire again, or won't let the hammer full cycle again. With the firing pin up out of the way, it shouldn't fire at all in that manner. But that's sort of the Mauser HSC pistol.